We have a small group, but it's a core group. I really feel like this core that we have together this year, and it's a heavy, you know, junior-based core. We got some seniors that we're going to need to make a ton of plays for us and step up and do some things for us. But it's still stacked with a group of juniors there at the core. But yeah, I just think it's a great mix, honestly, between the juniors and seniors. Honestly. We're going to have a ton of two-way players this year. It's funny, I spoke with some people. Last year we were as two platooned as I've ever been as a head coach. You going back to those winning seasons, and we went 3-7. So I was like, hey, we need to start letting everybody go both ways. Obviously we're getting ourselves way too thin by trying to go two platoons. So we're going to go back to a lot more of Iron Man football, I guess you call it, where they play both ways, and we'll just kind of try to put our best 11 on the field, and hope for a little more success. It's exciting, when you see new challenges. But I tell you, these kids have risen to the challenge every time, and that's the exciting part. Is no matter how far we set the bar, hey, we need your butts here before school starts for workouts. Yes, sir. They jump in. Let's go. That core group, you know what I mean? That core group we've got, and maybe that's why we had some dwindle off, is because they just weren't. They didn't love football as much, and that's okay. Football is not for everybody. It's a tough sport. It's a demanding sport, and I feel like the ones that we're going to have out there on Friday nights are going to be, the most committed crew we've had in a year. I love their competitiveness. I love their drive. Like I said, their willingness to rise to the challenge. They're not afraid to be coached. We fuss at them. There's not the complaining, the dropping of the heads, the bad body language. It's, buck up and get it done. And that's pretty exciting to see. Obviously, we want to get back to the playoffs, but getting to the playoffs means what are the other teams doing? You know what I mean? So, honestly, I believe our division was one of the tougher ones to make the playoffs in last season. That I believe at a 5-5 seasons, I don't think we would have made it last year. So, obviously, the winning season is definitely the bottom goal that we set. But it's just taking care of business every week. If we're playing up to our ability and playing the best that we can best that we can do, I can live with those results, but it's when we don't live up to the expectations. It's when we don't execute well. It's when we don't do the things. So a successful season is going to be based week off of did we execute, did we fulfill our jobs, did we do what we were supposed to do. The wins and losses will take care of themselves, and you talk about being successful, and obviously from the outside everybody's going to measure wins and losses on whether or not it was successful. So that you can't ignore that. That wins and losses do matter. They do exist, but if we focus on the wins and the losses, we're not getting better through the process. And if we just focus on doing our job on a daily basis, then we can talk about trying to be a little bit more successful.